Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Virginia Cavaliers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Virginia head coach before this game. He is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Cavaliers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hits inside, it's Miller. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Long way to go on second down. Ncaa. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
From the gun on third down, Steve Ncaa. Short pass. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
And this team talked all week, man, about creating belief and something good happening early for this offense. Like, we know we're on the 2-game skid, but we're not that far away from being 2-0 or being more competitive. And so they wanted to start fast. So going 3 and out, man, you can feel it. Just takes a little bit of life out of this squad. This defense is going to have to come out, set the tone early for them.
Holstein got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Lewis. He's past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Eli Holstein to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Made the grab in the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got room at the 35. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Steve Ncaa. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running inside. It's Lewis. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll get him down after a solid return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Miller with the ball. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing Ncaa. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Ncaa on the play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Syracuse looking for the 4th down conversion. Ncaa throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. On the draw, it's Miller.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Ncaa fires to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Steve Ncaa still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Throwing Ncaa. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Swats it away.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Holstein. Comes down, it's Martin. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Again, Holstein. Rolls right. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous. He's loose. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll run the counter. Makes a man miss. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Holstein to throw. Out wide right, it's Martin. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Snap it to the back. He's past the sticks. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This is a designed run. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. 2nd and long here. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Fires to the right. Got him downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Holstein fires to the middle, and he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw again. Left side is Gibson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball...
Touchdown, Cavalier! Fit it in the window for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Ncaa. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that, well, good coverage.
Under pressure. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Steve Ncaa. He's going for it all. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Again, it's Ncaa. Stepping to the right. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Caught. He stopped.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Throwing Ncaa. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Again, it's Ncaa. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He's got the back in the middle. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Quick give. It's Lewis. Makes the tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Way off target there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Look out! Grabs it in the middle, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Unloads it left. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Ncaa fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Again, it's Ncaa. Looking downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Steve Ncaa. Right side, it's Miller. Touchdown, Cuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air, it's Holstein. Out wide right, it's Lewis. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. On the move, it's Lewis. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Eli Holstein to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This offense just hasn't found its rhythm in the second half. First half, they kind of got a little something cooking, put some points up. Here in the second half, after halftime, they got the punt, they give up a sack. They've got to get something positive to build some momentum for their squad.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against him a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Throwing Ncaa. Moves to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw on first. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. At the 20, he's got space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets it.
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Ncaa. They'll run the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
Tries to get it himself. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Forced him to get rid of it on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Ncaa to throw for it on 4th. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun, it's Lewis. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The RPO got him. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Cavaliers are rolling down the field. Looking for space. It's Lewis. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The hand to the running back. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's...
But he's got room. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Trying to get the corner. Now the toss. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it, and as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Escapes the pressure going right. On the move at the 30. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. The Cavaliers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll go to the counter. There's a crease. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Steve Ncaa. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
4th down and Jelly. They're all over him. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Straight ahead, it's Lewis. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Now on 2nd down. Right back to the well. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. The give on the counter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia! And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And they finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
And this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Great move. Now he's got room. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Throwing Ncaa. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent.
it.